Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sydney and I am a spiritual mentor. Today we are going to be talking all about divine masculine and divine feminine energy. And the reason why this topic is so important is because if you want to follow your soul path with peace, purpose, and passion, then you need to understand the difference between divine masculine and divine feminine energy, and you need to understand the difference between these energies being divine versus these energies being distorted. So today we are going to be talking all about masculine energy, feminine energy, and the difference between them being divine versus distorted, so you can follow your soul path with peace, purpose, and passion. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for choosing to press play on this video. I really hope that you consider subscribing to the video and joining in the community. I also have an email list where I'm constantly sharing different pieces of information on spirituality and reminding you to check out my YouTube videos, to check out my blog posts and the energy forecasts every single week that I share on my website. So if you want to receive those kinds of reminders, then make sure you subscribe to my email list. The link is in the description below. If you've been following along in my community for a while now, then thank you again so much for choosing to be here. I appreciate you so much, and I really hope that you can take something away from today's video. So let's jump in. Divine masculine and divine feminine energy. Now let's get straight here. This isn't male or female. That has nothing to do with sex or gender. It is simply two different universal energies that we all have access to and we all use on a daily basis. Well, if we're living from a misaligned space, some of us might not be using the energies every single day. And that's why we're going to talk about this in today's video. So what is masculine energy? Well, masculine energy is the energy of doing. It's the energy of taking action. It's the energy that a lot of leaders carry, right? It's the energy that we think of or we feel when somebody is leading a community. Masculine energy is very much associated with planning and logic, and it's also associated with serving and giving. So serving your community, serving your family members, giving and helping. Okay, so as I said, masculine energy is very much the energy of doing, of moving forward, of taking action, of stepping forward, taking a step, and that leadership kind of role. So that means that feminine energy is actually the opposite. Feminine energy is very much the energy of being. It's not doing, but it's being here, embodying yourself fully. It is the energy of resting. It's the energy of intuition. Your intuition and that sense of flow comes from the feminine energy. It's also connected with healing or emotion. So as masculine energy is planning or logic, feminine energy is healing and emotions. And it's the energy of receiving. So rather than serving, giving, it's receiving and letting something flow in. So both of these energies are extremely important in your life, and they're kind of on a scale, right? We've got masculine energy, that taking action, that leadership role, that forward movement, that planning, and that logic. And then we have the feminine energy, which is flowing, receiving, following your intuition, listening to your emotions, feeling your emotions, being in the moment, and resting. Two very different energies, both serve a purpose, both are important. Now, the problem that we experience in our world is we've really prioritized masculine energy. And we've said this is the way that you get ahead in life. Go, 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 always hustling, power moves, moving forward, always taking action on something. And we've really considered the emotions and sensitivities and following our intuition in our society as a weakness. That's not going to get you anywhere. We can't prove it. There's no logic to back it up. So these two energies are very misaligned, and often we can feel these energies in a very distorted way in our lives. If you are feeling pressured, feeling overwhelmed, stressed out, or even exhausted, that is a telltale sign that your masculine or feminine energy is distorted. You are not using one of those energies in a divine way. You are using them in a distorted way, in a misaligned way. So again, if you're feeling pressured, overwhelmed, stressed, or exhausted, those are telltale signs that you're not connected to the divinity, the flow, the aligned energy behind the masculine or the feminine energy. I want to remind you that living in alignment is not a 50-50. It's very much about learning to create divine harmony. So I was having a conversation with one of my best friends earlier, and she has really mastered her divine masculine energy. And they really understand that that's their gift in this world, to follow that divine masculine energy, to plan, to share logic, and to help people in that space. And I've really learned that I've mastered my divine feminine energy, and it comes really easy for me to flow and to follow my intuition and to process my emotions in a healthy way. And so this is a gift that I bring to the world. So even though my friend is really good with the divine masculine, it doesn't mean that she doesn't use her divine feminine. And just because I'm really good with my divine feminine, it doesn't mean that I don't use my divine masculine. We've both learned how to create harmony in our own ways based on our own individual energy and what works best for us in the masculine and in the feminine. So my friend, they may move through life more with the masculine energy and a little less with the feminine energy, whereas I move through life with a little bit more of the feminine energy and a little bit less of the masculine energy. Now, as I'm saying, it doesn't mean that I'm not using the masculine. It means that I've learned to create harmony between these two different energies that feels good to me and the path that I'm moving down. So I may be living 70% of my time and energy in the divine feminine, and then 30% of my time and energy in the divine masculine, because that's what I've found works for me. There's a squirrel partying behind me, startled me. Whereas my friend might be the opposite. They might work more 70% in the divine masculine and 30% in the divine feminine. So it's really important to learn about your energy and what works for you. Now, I have a couple of questions that you can ask yourself in order to determine if you're coming from an aligned space with your energy or a misaligned space from your energy. The first one is, are you ignoring your emotions? So remember I said earlier, if you're feeling overwhelmed, stressed, exhausted, or pressured, then it's most likely because either the masculine or feminine energy is coming from a distorted space. So if you're feeling pressured, but you're choosing to ignore that feeling that is building within you, that feeling of stress, that feeling of overwhelm, and you choose to take action anyways, you are acting from a distorted masculine energy because you're not honoring your emotions. You're not recognizing, hey, I feel stressed. I need to heal this. I need to flow through this energy before I'm ready to take action. right? If you're feeling pressured, you're moving forward and taking action from a misaligned space. So it's that moment where you say, wait a second, my feminine energy is being forgotten. And I need to take a moment here and I need to honor my emotions. I need to honor the way that I feel so I can flow through this moment, so I can find aligned energy in order to take action with purpose, with passion, with peace. So the second question that I have for you to ask yourself is, are you judging yourself while resting? This is really big because if you're judging yourself or feeling guilty or shaming yourself when you're taking rest and when you're healing, this means that your feminine energy is extremely distorted and you're actually not allowing yourself to heal that energy and to release that energy in a divine way. And if your feminine energy is distorted, you are blocking yourself from receiving. So I want to share a couple examples with you so you can better understand this divine masculine, distorted masculine, divine feminine, distorted feminine. Let's say you have been manifesting. You've been manifesting some of your dreams and your desires, and you really want them to come true. And you're calling them in and you're calling them in, and they just aren't showing up. The feminine energy is all about receiving. So if you're manifesting something and you're only in your masculine energy and it's coming from this space of, I got to take action, I got to do this in order to receive, I got to do that. You're taking action from a distorted energy, and you're forgetting that you have to be in the feminine energy sometimes in order to actually allow yourself to receive. Right? If you're only taking action, if you're only go, hustle, and you're not allowing yourself to rest, you're not allowing yourself to listen to your intuition, you're not allowing yourself to be in the present moment, you're not allowing yourself to heal, then you are blocking yourself from receiving the manifestation, right? Everything is energy. And the energy that you carry and the energy that you put out into the world has a direct effect at what you call in. So paying attention to your masculine energy and your feminine energy and learning the difference between what feels distorted and what feels divine is going to be extremely beneficial for you when you're following your soul path. Especially if you want to follow your soul path with peace, purpose, and passion. Because those three things are clear indicators that you are in alignment and you have created harmony between divine masculine and divine feminine. So another example is the work that I do. I really focus my spiritual mentoring on spiritual and emotional healing. A lot of my work is intuitively led. So when I'm on a call with a client, I'm very present in that moment, in that energy of being. I'm taking in everything that they are saying, and I'm asking clear questions to guide us through my client's emotions so I can understand the emotions that maybe have been sitting stagnant inside of their body, whether they're emotions from past pain, emotions from current experiences. But it's really coming from emotions and beliefs that are rooted in their system that are blocking them or resisting them from being able to follow their soul path in an energy of trust. So the work that I do is very much healing based. It's intuitive based. It's listening to the emotions. And in that space, both my client and myself open ourselves up to receiving. So a lot of the work that I do is very much in that feminine energy. But I can't live my life only in the feminine energy. I can't grow my business only in the feminine energy. So there's some masculine energy that I've taken in order to find a harmony between the two. So right now, this video, I'm recording a video for you and I've posted it on YouTube and on my blog. Those actions are very much masculine energy. I'm taking action. I'm serving my community. I'm showing up as a leader, and I've planned by using logic because I really enjoy creating these videos. I enjoy channeling the messages, and I enjoy sharing the wisdom so it benefits you on your journey. So because I'm in the masculine energy in this creation, it allows me to be divine in my feminine energy when I'm in a session with my clients. All of my emails back and forth with my subscribers, with my community, with my clients, that's masculine energy. I'm planning, I'm taking action, I'm using logic in order to serve. And that energy supports me in the divine feminine when I show up to help my clients heal, to support them through their emotions, and in order to help them release the resistance and the blocks that are stopping them from receiving all that they desire. So I would encourage you to take a moment with your journal and a pen and ask yourself, what are all the masculine energies that you have in your life? And what are all the feminine energies? Or do you take action on something? Do you serve a community or your family or somebody? Do you plan? Do you have logic behind something? And then the feminine, do you pay attention to your emotions? Do you process them? Do you allow yourself to rest free from judgment? Do you open yourself up to receiving? And do you acknowledge all that you already receive in your daily life? Right? You receive the nutrients from the food that you eat. You receive an energetic refuel from the sleep that you have, right? It's truly about acknowledging when you're taking action and doing so in an aligned divine energy, not hustling because you feel pressured to, but taking action because you feel purpose and passion leading you forwards. And then when you're in the feminine energy, are you creating peace for yourself to be able to flow, to be able to follow your intuition, to be able to receive the blessings that are coming to you, to be able to honor your emotions? If you want to follow your soul path with peace, purpose, and passion, then it's important for you to understand divine masculine, divine feminine. And maybe when one of these energies is misaligned and you're coming from a distorted energy. If you're ready to better understand your emotions, and maybe you've really struggled in processing them and moving through them and in honoring yourself through them, maybe you've really had a hard time as a sensitive soul or an empath in being able to heal your emotions and being able to trust your intuition, then I would strongly encourage you to check out my one-to-one mentoring program, because it is going to be the space where you feel supported and guided in your healing journey so you can live in alignment with your soul path and you can live in an energy that feels good. Maybe you're pursuing joy, you're pursuing your passions, you're pursuing a sense of freedom. In the one-to-one mentoring space, I will guide and support you to heal the triggers, to heal the past pains, the wounds, and the outdated beliefs so you can live your life in a harmonious way. Head to the link below to check out more on the one-to-one mentoring program. And I hope that you connect with me if you are feeling called to learn more about your feminine energy so you can live in a divine way. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the community, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified every single time I post a new video. Again, thank you so much for being here, and I'm sending you so much love and light on your journey. I'll see you next week. Bye, friends.